MMA Boxing Talk here, coming at you with another video. Just want to put out a video talking about the Bantamweight division in the UFC. The 135-pound division. Current champion Dominick Cruz. He just defeated TJ Dillashaw back in January to reclaim his Bantamweight title, which he held. He was champ for a few years, and in 2011 basically was his last title defense, and then 5 years later, after going through all these injuries, regains his title, reclaims his title, against TJ Dillashaw, who was pound for pound, I believe, number 4 or 5 at the time. This division, it's been a weak division for a long time. And basically Dominick Cruz dominated that division for years, hence the nickname Dominator. But lots to look forward to. I mean, Dominick Cruz will be fighting Urijah Faber. That's in June, UFC 191, and then I assume Dominick Cruz will get past Faber. He's done it before. When he lost to Faber, that was his first pro fight. Faber had way more experience, what have you. Submitted him. The second fight, 4 years later, Dominick Cruz won easy. I don't know about easy, but it was pretty decisive, unanimous decision against Faber. He's going to do it again, and then he's going to fight TJ Dillashaw in the rematch because their first fight was so damn close. Split decision, I guess so. People have a lot of different opinions. Personally, I had Dominick Cruz winning, but it was very, very close. With that aside, I want to talk about the rest of the division. Hennenbrow is another guy. He's gone. He's moved up to 145, so I'm looking at the rankings right now. He's gone. Urijah Faber has the next title shot. Number 4, Aljamain Sterling, a young prospect. I'll get to him in a minute. Rafael Sensao. Now, this guy, Rafael Sensao, beat the former champion TJ Dillashaw 3 years ago. Split decision, mind you, but he beat him 3 years ago. This guy's 33 years old. Hasn't fought since late 2014. He's had some injuries. He's getting up there in age, slowly but surely. So I don't know what's left in the tank physically for him. I don't know. He hasn't fought in, it's over a year and a half now, coming up on 2 years. So anyway, Michael McDonald, another interesting guy. He's 25 years old. He's made his UFC debut in 2010, just coming off of a win. But before that, he had a 3-year layoff. Very young guy. So hopefully all his injuries, he got him worked out, and now he's good to go because he's a talented guy. Now I want to talk about a couple of the young guns, the young prospects, the young, future contenders, you know what I mean, at that 135 bantamweight division in the UFC. There's 3 guys in particular, all undefeated. They're very, very, very talented fighters. I'll start off Aljamain Sterling. Aljamain Sterling, he's ranked number 4 in the division. Made his UFC debut in February of 2014. 2 significant wins are against Mitsugaki and Eduardo. 2 top 15 guys. Mitsugaki's a top 10. Eduardo, is 11th right now. I'm not sure where Eduardo was when Sterling fought him, but regardless, they're arguably a top 10 guy. Great fighter, Aljamain Sterling. He's his nickname. He calls himself the Human Anaconda, and if this guy gets to the ground, he's gonna suck the life out of you. This guy is so athletic. He's so strong. just a wizard on the ground. He's gonna fuck you up, just like an anaconda would. And on the feet, he's got great kicks, very athletic, very unorthodox, very unpredictable. I think his boxing I would say would be his his weakness maybe. Um, but regardless, great fighter. Another undefeated young fighter is actually just before I move on to him, Aljamain Sterling, the one I was just talking about. He is born in 1989. He's 26 years old, so relatively still very young. Moving on, Thomas Almeida, born in 1991. He's 24 years old. Made his UFC debut November 14th. His most significant win was against Brad Pickett. That was at UFC 189 last August or July. Thomas Almeida, very dangerous fighter. He's an assassin. He's a savage. Very creative. Has that Muay Thai background, but not as traditional as say a Jose Aldo. Much more creative, more flying knees. Spinning elbows, spinning back fists, vicious body shots. His go-to punch, his go-to move is the liver shot. And he puts it so well together in combinations. He'll go downstairs, then he'll go upstairs, and then finish off with a liver shot. I mean, this guy is a savage. This guy he was dropped twice in the Pickett fight. He's tough as nails. He can take a beating. He doesn't mind getting hit. He doesn't really try to avoid getting hit. And then what's so interesting is that this guy Thomas Almeida, he's fighting. His next fight is May 29th at UFC Fight Night 88 against none other than Cody No Love Garbrandt. Can't wait for that fight. I am so pumped for that one. Cody No Love Garbrandt, another undefeated fighter, 8-0, 7 KOs. This guy's a heavy-handed fighter, great boxer. When the going gets tough, this guy throws his hands. This is an exciting fighter. He's my new favorite fighter. I knew about him. I definitely knew about him. He was on the UFC 182 card, John Jones DC. He was also on UFC 189 against I can't remember the guy's name. But anyway, he's fought on 2 pay-per-view cards, and he had a knockout finish in his hometown of Pittsburgh in his last fight. I knew about him. I was a fan. I knew he dated Paige Van Zandt and things like that. But and he trained at Alpha Male. But ever since this Almeida fight, Thomas Almeida versus Cody No Love Garbrandt got made, I started doing my research, watching all their fights, and this is going to be a great fight. I mean, Thomas Almeida got dropped twice against Brad Pickett, an old guy over the hill. Sure, he's a good boxer and he hits hard, but he's got nothing on Cody Garbrandt. Cody Garbrandt is an absolute beast. He's in his prime. He's hungry. He's a lion. Trains at Alpha Male. So, I mean, in the lower weight classes, you can't ask for anything better. I mean, you're training with Trad Mendez, TJ Dillashaw, former champion in his division. Joseph Benavidez used to fight at 135 and now is a bantamweight, but very well-rounded. Lance Palmer, amazing wrestler out of Team Alpha Male. I mean, this guy is prepared. He's his amateur boxing. He was an amateur boxer. Record of 32-1. Moved to MMA, like I said, 8-0, 7 KOs. This guy is the real deal. He has a legitimate chance of hurting Almeida, possibly stopping Almeida in their fight. Same goes with Almeida. I mean, he has a chance to stop anyone as well. Very dangerous. More of a dynamic striking arsenal Almeida has. But No Love, I mean, he's a fan favorite. He brings it. He's a bulldog in there. And his nickname rings true. I mean, No Love He's got no love in the octagon. You know what I mean? He's not one of those guys. I heard his quote. You know, some guys, you know, when you get hit with a good shot, they say, "Oh, good job, buddy," and they want to hug it out, or they want to touch gloves. I mean, during the fight, there's none of that with Cody. No love. So anyway, just wanted to put out a video talking about the bantamweight division, 135 division. Finally, we have some young guns, some guys, some prospects to look forward to. You know, it's really exciting times. I mean, we'll see how long Dominick Cruz can reign. His second reign as champion. We'll see how long that lasts. I mean, I think he can get past Faber. The Dillashaw fight will be very interesting. You know, but a fight later down the road I could possibly see is a TJ Dillashaw versus Cody No Love, former Team Alpha Male training partners. You know, TJ Dillashaw leaves, and Cody Garbrandt has been vocal saying, if you're not with us, you're against us. And that would be a great fight later down the road. Who knows, in a couple years from now, we'll see. But anyway, I wanted to put out a video talking about the Bantamweight division. What a phenomenal division. It's really coming along. You know, we have we have Faber, who's getting a title shot. We have TJ Dillashaw, who's going to give Cruz a run for his money if he's still champ by then. And then we have other fights to look forward to. Future title, contenders. Thomas Almeida, Aljamain Sterling, Cody No Love, Michael McDonald, TJ Dillashaw. I mean, Rafael Assunção, who knows? I'm not sure about him. He's had a lot of injuries. He's getting up there in age. But anyway, I wanted to put out a video talking about this division. I'm excited. I can't wait for UFC Fight Night 88. Thomas Almeida versus Cody No Love. We also have Renan Barão making his featherweight debut against Jeremy Stevens. And last but not least, on the prelims, Aljamain Sterling is taking on Bryan Caraway, a.k.a. Mr. Tate, according to Aljamain Sterling. A lot of trash talk with that fight. Sterling's been poking the bear. He's got his wish, and he's going to fight Bryan Caraway on May 29th. But anyway, I'll be putting out a prediction video for all those fights. If you like the video, subscribe. Check me out on Twitter at MMA Boxing Talk 1. Peace.